already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. Now that you wanna be famous, they act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, you never switch.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180! 11. Watch out.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's caught. It's Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He'll find Metcalf. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Carson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
11.
Don't get nervous.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180! 13!
58, boys, 58.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180!
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, switch.
I got you. Hey, gun.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. He don't know no better.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Wait.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
That's another 49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Wait, 80! We ain't giving up nothing to cut.
Slam.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go. Wait.
Ricky. Check 15.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. No. Off.
13.
Mike 58, right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Lady. 25.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Carson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
second down now. It's Carson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
51 to Mike. Got one.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike, 51.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
Mike, 54. Stay with your man. Right there. 54, right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early. Still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded at the 6.
Rashad Penny.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Touch Missy, touch Missy.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out right around the 39. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Jim. It's free. Check 25. Check
25.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up 4th down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
Well, let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
50, one left. Check 56. Don't let him breathe.
Fair.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Go.
It's now 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
50, go. 56. Check 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Right 56.
18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. He can't hang.
Wilson will throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Antonio Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
One, Omaha.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, alert! Hey, Echo!
58, come on. Strip that ball. 58, boys, 58, it's Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room, and they've worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Gold is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Alert.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson is complete to Lockett. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Wilson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and 11 now, Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 22. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Alert.
Throwing again. Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Mike, take me out. Here we go. Listen.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Space to maneuver at the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Niners, they at least get the...
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide.